Heysham village, home to two churches, St Peter's and St Patrick's. Let's start with St Peter's. The building of St Peter's originated around about 1340 to 1350 AD. The south aisle was added in the 15th century and the north aisle in 1864. The church has quite an extensive graveyard overlooking the sea in Morecambe Bay. In December 2006 a helicopter crashed in the bay. All but one of the 7 on board bodies were recovered. The 7th was never found. The weather on that night was very bad, and the cause of the crash was attributed to bad weather and pilot error. From St Peter's graveyard we can look up and see the ruins of St Patrick's. So we've come up now to where the ruins of St Patrick are, and just in view now are the stone graves which are carved into the natural rock. There's certainly a bit of a mystery, these stone graves, and no absolutely certain answer as to the reason and the why and the wherefore has ever been found out. At the end of the video I have included some written information about the stone graves and St Patrick's. Now St Patrick's goes back a lot further than St Peter's. It is thought to date back as far as the 8th century. The graves themselves are completely unique. There is nothing else like them in the whole country, but it is impossible to date them, and consequently it is very difficult to describe exactly what they are or why they are there. Whether whole skeletons were put in or just collections of bones, we simply don't know. So, I've walked down Main Street and down the slipway so that I'm on the edge of the beach. We'll fly up here across the sea, the tide is in. Bit of a misty day, can't see much, not much colour to it. Fly in and around and look at St Peter's graveyard and the church from the sea. Along the wall of the Garden of Remembrance are many plaques, giving details of those whose ashes are scattered here. Somebody walking around in the graveyard. I rather suspect it's our intrepid photographer. Here are the plaques. Now, finally, to finish off with, just zooming down across the inlet towards Morecambe, just to give you an idea of perspective where we're at. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've learned something and I hope you found it interesting. Do join us again when we get another video up. Bye bye and thanks for now.